bye week treat you?
It was good.
Yeah.
Got time off and got some work in and
Yeah.
ready to keep going. Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready? Go right ahead.
How would you evaluate Everett Hayes' performance so far? A little up and down, I know.
Definitely a little bit up and down. I don't know if it's necessarily his problem. Right now, it's kind of the whole team's problem as far as, our snapper getting the ball back. The operation needs to be better, right? And then if we can do that and he can hit it the right way, he's going to have success. So right now, it hasn't just been him missing it. It's been more the whole operations. New long snapper, holder, the whole nine. So he's handled it well, but we definitely need to get it cleaned up, and that needs to be a weapon for us, our field goal team. So it's definitely something that we've stressed, and the protection aspect of it, the whole nine.
How often do you work on like end of game or time, in where you got 10 seconds and you're running out?
We do it twice a week. We do
Okay.
it twice a week where we're doing a field goal for a whole 5 minutes, and we're working on protection, and then we do the quick field goal and stuff like that. So we do work it every week, at least twice a week.
Have you seen the same production that we've seen in games during those drills, or is it more accurate and more reliable in those moments?
To be honest with you, it's actually been more accurate, to be honest with you. But the whole operation just needs to tighten up. The protection, the snap, the hold, right? And then if we get all those the way they're supposed to be, then if he's not making them, then that's a different story. But it's been the whole process.
Sure. So he's not necessarily working on anything to be more accurate. He's just his normal self, and you're working on it.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't miss them in practice. So, it's kind of, he's been on point in practice. We put him in those pressure positions. He's hit it. And I haven't lost confidence in him yet. But like I said, we got to get into a game and get into a situation where he feels comfortable. When he has to start knocking them through, we need to protect him, the whole operation, and get it the right way, the way it's supposed to be.
What pieces of that operation, you brought up the holding, the snapping, and blocking. What about those things aren't working right now? Is
Okay,
it
well,
we're
a
not
couple
getting the snap
times,
back quick
the
enough?
snap has been good. Sometimes it's not where it's supposed to be. Sometimes the hole's not where it's supposed to be. Kickers are, kind of frugal as far as like they want the laces a certain way. You got to have the timing of it. You want to get that ball off at 1.2. Sometimes the snap hasn't been as fast. The placement. So all that is all a part of making an extra point or a field goal. And when you go back and look at tape, it's easy to point the fingers at him, but you go back and look at the tape, it's a bad snap or a bad hold, or there was too much penetration, the protection. So once all that stuff's right, I think that he'll have more success.
At what point in the season do you start to shuffle who's snapping or who's holding?
Well, we already made that. We made that shuffle. So our last game, Jackson started. So that was the one change we made, and last week was decent. He didn't miss the one. He was close. He got his leg on it, and it's like that much. He hit the pole, so he's closer. But like I said, if the operations are there, like they've gotten better, and the protection's gotten better, then he has to start making them.
Yeah, speaking of Jackson Robinson, what did you like from him on tape that you saw in his
Well,
first start, and then what do you think he needs to improve on going forward?
He did a good job. He did a great job. He's a kind of a bigger kid in protection that helps out. He gets it back there quick. But he definitely did a good job. He was, I wouldn't say he was perfect, but he was better than it's been. So I felt like that was the thing to do at that point, and we gave the other guy a chance, and he's up and down, and that's kind of where it's at.
You said you still have confidence in Everett and
I do.
Everything. So I guess this isn't the first time he's sort of been up and down a little bit, I guess, in his career. But so what gives you that confidence? What do you like about what he brings to that role?
I mean, he has even when he's struggling, he still shows confidence. As far as he doesn't get down on himself, he doesn't, obviously he's upset that he misses it, but he just shows me that he's confident what he can do.
Steady.
Yeah, and when you talk about he's had issues before in the past, that was last year. Like, I wasn't here last year.
Sure.
So, I mean, I'm going for where we're at. And right now it's, like I said, it's been a struggle. It's something that we've addressed, and going forward, hope for positive things. And then if not, then we go from there.
Got a big leg.
He does. He has a great leg, and he gets the ball up quick, The one against Oregon that got blocked, it was more of a operations deal, right? Because it really didn't get blocked. the snap wasn't where it needed to be. He kicked it low, and it actually hit one of our guys. It didn't hit their guy. It hit the back of one of our guys, and I could easily say, you got to get that ball up, but the snap's not where it needs to be. That's hard. The timing of it is big and when you're kicking field goals.
The snap, the hold, what are the best ways of correcting that? Is it just drill it? Or?
You got to drill it or get the guy who can do it in there right, the right guy, you know. And even the guy who was in there that hasn't been snapping great, he had a great camp and he won the job, right? And then he got in the game and it wasn't where it needed to be, so we made the change.
Everett's taken 2 from 50 yards or further. Where do you feel like is his sweet spot?
To me, right now it's about 50 right now. I know he can hit further, but until we can get the 30s and the 35s, I don't even think about the rest of it. Like, go for it on 4th down if we're not where we need to be. I do feel like once he gets his groove, he can hit it from 55, 60. But right now, we're not there right now. He is at practice, but in the game, we'll have to see.
What do you like about the rest of your special teams units?
I mean, they play hard, man. They're attentive to what's going on. We've been pretty solid on everything that we've done. I like the athletes we have, and I think we're still getting to know each other. New coordinator and guys like that, and they're buying in. That's the big thing to me. They buy in, and I feel like more big plays are going to be coming.
If you were to have to name like a special teams MVP for the first month, is there a name that like jumps out at you?
Probably Josh Green. I think he's really hitting the ball real well right now. Yeah, I would say Josh Green probably, yes.
And that unit got off to an interesting start.
100%.
But since then, how have they responded to
They've
that?
done real well, man. They got against Oregon. Oregon had done some good things. They bottled up their return, and I thought that was good. And we just got to continue to get better. Like, it's as simple as that. We have an opportunity to be extremely good on special teams. So, I want to make sure that we are making more plays in the kicking game and the whole nine.
On a similar note, who do you think is kind of the unsung hero of special teams for you guys right now?
Probably the coach.
Nah, I'm just out there. It's all about the players. I mean, we got so many guys. I will say that Samisi, he's actually here. He's been done a great job. He's our shield, on our shield, and he directs that punt team. And I put a lot on those guys to make the calls, to get us in the perfect calls, and he's done a great job with that.
And in those, you brought up going forward on 4th down, when those decisions arise, how involved are you with kind of making those choices? Do you kind of have like a say of, no, we can't?
Coach want to go for it, he's going to go for it. If it's time to throw a special teams unit out, that's what we're going to do. So,
Sure.
yeah, I don't make those decisions. I just roll with it.
For sure.
Yeah.